The final word. The final word.
Another one.
Yep. Another one. Another one. That's what we're saying with our victories. Another one.
Hey, big, it's getting loud now, bro. It's getting loud. People starting to realize, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You feel me? Like, that's cool. We know the haters gonna be there, but I'm cool. Bring the hate. I want all that hate.
Yeah.
I want all the noise. I want all the hate. I want all of it.
The final word.
What's surprising to me, man, is it's starting to look like it's getting hard to hate. Like sometimes you get to a point to where you look real goofy. Because it's
that's what they're looking like right now, these
right.
networks.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
The final word.
Y'all making up stuff at this point now.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
The final word.
Yeah. It's just obvious.
Exactly what that is right there.
Yeah. And that's real talk, man. It's, because like we've been saying, bro, if this would be any other team,
the final word.
if they didn't have that
Oh, I got
word.
eagles in my feed already. So yeah, you know we real now. You know it's real now when they jumping in your feed early.
The final word.
Hey, they just want to hear what we got to say because they know we better than them.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
They scared now, dog. They won't admit it. All this talking that they doing, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But you know what's funny, boss, right?
The final word.
When we 2-0, right, and we stomping fools, it was Zach Wilson and it was Daniel Jones. When all these other 2-0 teams is winning, we 2-0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And see,
It don't apply to y'all, huh?
It's just really no way to hate on this, man. You just can't. Because even if them teams were sorry, you ain't supposed to put 30 points on a top-ranked defense, bro.
You feel me?
You ain't supposed to beat a division opponent by 40-0 when everybody fresh. Come on, dog.
Fresh. Oh, y'all, and if y'all see my background, we're doing construction back here, so don't be tripping, okay?
The final word.
Hey, man. It's all good with me. It's about that voice. It's about them words. Mm-hmm.
The voice. I'm the voice.
So now,
Feeling
man.
good, dog. Like I said, remember this number. 2013, boss. 2013, that's the number.
The final
Yeah,
I heard
word.
you say
2013, that's all I'm screaming.
The
Yep, 2013, baby.
The final word.
Nah, yeah, man.
The
So,
The final word.
The final
but we,
word.
The final.
I'm not even sleeping on Arizona. We gonna talk about all that, man. We got us a nice little show cooked up, man. Trust me, we not gonna disappoint today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We
Let's
truly
get
got
it.
y'all today. For real.
Mm-hmm.
For real. All day. Trust us. We got y'all today, man. So let's go
The
on
final
ahead
word.
and get it.
Lately I just wanna run it up. Kinda check or something. I've been really in the field, let up, I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check or something. Lately I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up, count it up. Lately I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with J, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
All right, man, what was you talking about with them numbers?
2013, baby, 2013. And once again, don't trip on the background. We're just doing construction under here, so don't be trying to judge, okay? Because all y'all cribs ain't nice as well, okay? Just tell me that. Now, what I'm talking about on this 2013, I've been screaming 2013, boss, 2013. You know what 2013 is? 2013 is the first Super Bowl that the Seahawks won in 2013. And that was the Legion of Boom, right? That's when the Legion of Boom was created. And I think Dan Quinn was over there, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Right.
But what I was looking at with 2013, boss, so I was looking at the numbers. So they ended that season 26 points a game average. They held their opponents to 14 a game. Their rushing was 136 yards a game. That was fourth. Their passing yards was only 219.3. They were 26th in the league in passing at the end of the year. They were 31st in the league in pass attempts. 26th in the league in passing yards. You feel me? They gave up 44 sacks this year, right? Nothing really like that. Russell Wilson only threw for 3,500 yards that year. So you think of those numbers, right? Those aren't like crazy numbers. Rushing attempts, though, they were second. Rushing yards, they were fourth. Plays, the average, they was ninth. So, and across the board on defense, first, second, third, first. You know, in all the major categories on defense, they were dominant. And I'm saying that to say this. When I look at the Cowboys right now, I know it's only 2 games, but right now they're averaging 128 yards rushing, 199 yards passing, right? They're only giving up 5 points. Obviously, we had the goose egg and only 10 we given up. But when I look at that Seattle Seahawks team, and I went because actually, boss, on NFL Network, not just NFL Network, you know where they NFL Throwback, they had the 2013 season in a capsule, 30 minutes of it, right? They showed all their games. Boy, they escaped like 3 games where they played sorry teams, boss. Sorry teams won at the last minute, but they won, right? But the thing I keep on looking at is they weren't dominant in the passing game, right? They weren't dominant in the passing game. They weren't dominant in passing yards. They weren't dominant in passing yard average. They weren't dominant in the passing game, but they dominate in that run game, right? And when I look at my Cowboys right now, we're 8th in rushing yards. We don't have a lot of rushing yards, but I think that's going to come because we're still getting used. We haven't had Tyler Smith. We're 2nd in rushing attempts, though. Remember when they said Tony Pollard can't tote the rock? I know he only got under 80 yards. He toted that rock 25 times. We rushed 45 times in that damn game, boss. Do we have a lot of yards rushing? No, we got over 100, but we stuck with the run. It was responsible running. You feel me? And I feel like you heard Mike McCarthy said, I don't mind passing, but we need to run when we need to run. We need to be responsible and play responsible football. And when I see that 2013, dog, I see eerie simulations to that 2013 team and this team right here. And I'm throwing it out there right now. That 2013 is reminding me of this Cowboys in 2023. Ooh, 2013, 2023. Oh, it's a little, it's matching. It's going. Dog, I'm feeling good. This is the road we like. And just, I got so much to talk about with these Cowboys, but go ahead. But 2013, that's what y'all need to remember.
Big. At what point do we say we better?
We say it now.
Oh, right now? No,
we saying it now. You know why?
You saying it now?
Better than that team?
Yeah.
Oh no, we ain't better than them now.
We ain't better than
them now.
At what point? What point would you? Because I ain't saying it yet either. I got it. You know
I
what I'm
can't
saying?
say it.
I ain't on that
because
type
we
of
ain't won a
Kool-Aid to
Super
where I'm
Bowl.
being crazy. Like you got to show me too. So when do we say it though?
We say it, you can't really because we haven't won a Super Bowl. And they won a Super Bowl that year, right? But we can look.
I'm looking comparing the defense, not even just the whole squad. Just the defense.
We talking about that defense, bruh. I'm gonna say close to mid-season because right now
I think that's fair.
Close to mid-season because when I look at their defense and I look at our defense, I looked at their front line. We have waves like they have waves. Now I could say maybe their linebacking core. You know, they had Bobby Wagner. They had the young Marcus Smith. You know, Malcolm Smith. They had them young bulls. They had them young bulls at the linebacker. So maybe they're a little tighter right there. You feel me? The secondary, they had Richard Sherman. They had Earl Thomas.
Pause. Richard Sherman or Diggs? Young Richard Sherman or Diggs? Ooh. Richard Sherman. I'm going Richard Sherman. Yeah. I'm going young Richard Sherman.
I'm going to go Richard Sherman.
Yeah. Because he hit. He got in the
He will tackle you.
Yeah.
He will tackle you.
Yeah.
I would say he's a better tackler. That's the only thing you would take above.
Right.
Because Diggs has every bit of a playmaking ability, and I think better playmaking ability than Richard Sherman.
He got more playmaking ability, I agree.
He has better playmaking.
Some might say Diggs, though.
I'm saying
Diggs, I wouldn't even fight with you.
No, I said Diggs has more playmaking ability than Richard Sherman.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Richard Sherman could get that ball,
Sherman?
But But I just feel like Diggs is a natural because he was a receiver. He was a natural. You feel me? He's so natural. You feel me?
Yes.
And then we got Gilmore on the opposite side. They had Brandon Browner. I'm gonna go ahead and take Gilly over that. And then in the slot, they have Byron Maxwell. He was good, but I like our guy over there on our slot too.
I'm going
Bland.
I'm going Bland over.
I'm going Bland.
Yeah.
I'm going Bland.
Let me ask you a
Maxwell
question.
didn't do nothing when he went over to Miami.
What corner unit you taking?
The corner unit? I'm taking our corner unit. I'm taking our corner unit.
What safety unit you taking?
Now the safety unit, ooh,
we gotta take
because
them,
they had
come on, bro.
Because they had Cam Chancellor.
Young Earl and Cam, you taking them, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, and
right.
I love our guys.
But what I'm saying is, we have waves. They had 2. We got 6.
I'm going with ours because of the waves.
You feel me?
Yeah,
they had 2. We got 6.
So when we breaking it down, we getting close to say now we better. Hold on real quick. What linebackers you going with? This easy.
I'm going with their linebackers.
Yeah,
I'm going with their linebackers.
We ain't even playing with. Don't even play. If you don't say LOB, you are a homer, bro.
LOB. I'll take our corners. I'll take their linebackers. Safeties will take them because Chancellor and Earl are deep.
We'll take their starters. I take our unit.
Yeah, I'll take our unit over them because we deep. We got 6 bona fide guys.
Yeah.
Bona fide guys.
I take our
and one ain't even played yet.
All right, this go settle it all. Pass rush and D-line. I'm going nuts.
We got Micah Parsons.
I'm going nuts. Yes.
We got Micah Parsons. That's all I got to say.
So when you
got Micah Parsons.
Big. So when you add it up, you can
and we
say
got waves.
Yeah, you can say, except for the linebacker, when you add it up line by line, person by person, and compare, they got some licks in there at the linebacker, but nah, you can say
Osa ain't balling?
Huh?
Osa ain't balling?
Yes, right.
Osa's one of the best young defensive tackles in the league right now.
Right now.
D-Law's still a dog.
Ooh.
And look who they had coming off the bench. They had Bruce Irvin coming off the bench. We got Dante Fowler coming off the bench.
Ooh.
We got a Dorrance Armstrong Jr. that can match their guys rushing. They didn't have anything special in the middle. They had good guys, but they didn't have special guys.
Man, boy, we starting off hot, man. I ain't know we was gonna go hurt, man. I love freestyling with Big. And then check this out. This gonna loop us just a little bit. Pastor Towel with the super chat. As a whole team, we better now. Hold on real quick, Big, before you say something. And he's right. Because you definitely taking our receiver unit over them boys. For sure.
Yeah.
You taking Dak right now over that Russell Wilson den. You taking our offensive line over their offensive line. I'm taking beast mode over our running back.
Yes. I totally agree with everything you just said. That's my stamp of approval. Because that was a young Russell Wilson, remember, right? That running game carried them.
Right.
I just showed you with the stats. The running game, he was not throwing the ball. He only averaged 219 yards passing the game, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, and Big, I'm finna throw something else at you, man. We freestyling and we ain't even got to our topics yet. This is just me and Big barbershop bull crapping. You hear me? So I want to throw something at you, Big, man, and just kind of talk ball with you, big dog. First of all, when we talking about the level of this D, big homie, it was a couple of plays that I honestly felt like Dak was being too aggressive. When he took off and got hit, he was 5 yards past the chains, bro. When he took that sack, and when he tried to force that ball and almost got picked off by Sauce. I'm gonna give you my thoughts, and I really want to get yours on this, dog.
Okay.
Even though Dak can throw that thing around, I want Dak this year to be a boring game manager, bro.
Yes.
And I know he can throw that thing around. I'm not saying he can't. I'm saying I want you to be boring and safe. Like, very boring. Like, because let me say it like this. A couple of them plays was almost like Dak was still under the impression that his defense was the worst in franchise history. You know what I mean? Because during them days, Dak had to go forward. He had to let his nut. Well, he had to let him hang, right?
Right.
I want to get your thoughts on that, dog.
I mean, you know, on the run where he ran for that first down, I mean, I was cool with that. I like you to slide because I don't like how you got hit like that. But I like you to slide off, so I was cool with that. I think he should have threw that away when he took that sack. I'm like, come on, Dak. You got to get rid of that. Don't try to hold on to that ball. I feel like he was trying to make a play that's cool, but at the end of the day, you're already out the pocket. Throw that away. And then the one you said with Sauce Gardner, sometimes that happens like that. You better be lucky than good. They say sometimes luck happens, and that was a lucky play. But you know what? When you're winning and things are going your way, those things happen for you. But I'm totally in agreement with you. I made a video, boss, maybe a month and a half ago, and I said I don't need Dak to be all world. I don't need Dak to throw for 5,000, 6,000 yards. I just need Dak to make plays when we need him to make them the most. Okay? And at the end of the day, we don't need him to be throwing. I mean, Dak is so much better when he's around that 25 to 30 range passing. He's so much better when he's around that 250 yards passing. You saw the surgical game, 33 or 38, 250. That's what we like right there, big dog. That's what we like. I like when Dak is like that. You feel me? But the biggest thing, you just see this play right there. Ooh. Mike McCarthy.
Damn good throw right there.
Because Dak was talking about how Mike McCarthy has lined up his feet with the receivers.
Yeah.
So when he's coming out, he's in unison with them. But the biggest thing that I see more than any, look at that. Look how he's just scanning that field. He just, oh my God. Can you go back and just show how he looked off that safety, how he just scanned that field? Look at this. Look at this. One.
I'll do it again.
Okay. Show it again. Watch how he just looked like, pre-snap. Look at him. You seen it? Boom.
Looked him off. Yeah,
boom.
Looked him off.
Brought it back around.
Bam.
Froze that safety just enough when he looked back his way to go right back over the lamb and hit him over the top.
Yeah, man.
I just feel like,
bro.
No. I said this before. Look. I said this before, and I'll say it again, boss. This is the first time since I seen Dak being this team that I feel like Dak really has this offense. He really has control of this offense. Now you got to slide right there, dog.
Bro, you got to slide, bro.
You got to slide right there.
Look how far past the chains he is, Dak. You got to know better. I'm just keep.
Yeah, you got.
See, people don't want me to say that, bro.
You got to slide.
Dog, you gotta slide, bro. I didn't like this at all. You know, dog, I was thinking about clipping this and tagging Dak and say slide. I'm dead at, because you know people be like, don't tag players. On some things, I don't give a damn, bro. Like on some things, it's like, bro, I'm looking out for you, bro. Like I ain't trying to get on your balls. I'm saying like sometimes you gotta be the person that's gonna say what others ain't gonna say. You feel me?
Right.
Because there's a lot of people they go suck up to him. And I do obviously respect Dak, but if I'm really the homie, I'm gonna tell you when your breath stink, bro. And come on, bro.
Yeah, because that was a big
On
hit.
his throwing shoulder, big dog.
Yeah, that was a big hit. That was a big hit. And you got to know better because this season's too important. So you got to be smarter than that. So you got to slide on that type of play. You got to slide because right here, once you broke right here, slide right there.
Right there,
you should have
bro.
You should have gave it up a little bit more earlier. You
Look
feel
at
me? You
this.
could have gave it up a little bit.
What did he fall on right there? Ain't that his
right
throwing shoulder, bro?
Yeah, that is. And he's had shoulder issues. Yeah, I agree.
So do you see? Boss, don't be scared. Boss, do y'all remember what happened with the Rams? Do you remember when we was going to getting ready to play Philly? We was already under control of that game, and Dak took a hit in the fourth quarter, bro. And we had to play Philly where he was hurt.
With that strained shoulder, AC joint.
Yeah, and then did Philly and them give a damn? Nah,
Hell
what was they
no.
saying? Oh, that couldn't be practice
excuses.
squad. Oh, y'all ain't talking about that he had the same shoulder that had Hurts out for 3 weeks. That came out the next week.
Yeah. Right. They won't never talk about that narrative because you know it's all about bashing Dak. But yes, you got to be smarter than that because how you landed, didn't like that at all.
Nah. And let's just real quick, man. We didn't really want to make this a film session, but I actually want to show the plays. I want to show the plays real quick that like
show how much control he had of that damn offense.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what I
we
want.
see
Look at
it,
that
man.
pass.
Oh,
Look,
man.
show that again.
Man, he
show
hit
that one
in,
again.
Boy, let me
go
back.
look at that.
Not that one.
Yeah, go back to that one. Yeah, this is the next one right here. Watch
the
this
next-
pass right here.
Man,
this
in
one
the
right
window.
here, dog.
Oh my God.
Window. Look at this window.
Look where.
1, 2, 3.
Right
Bam.
there. Ooh,
Look at that.
right in the zone.
Look at that.
Boy. Look at that.
Look at that.
Boom.
Right in stride. Right in stride. Right in stride. Right in stride, dog. You feel me? As I said, boss, this is the first time, and I'm not shitting, bullshitting, no nothing. This is the first time that I've seen Dak. This is the first time I looked at Dak in the eye from me, boss. Where I said, he has it. This is his. This is his offense. This he has it. This is his offense. I didn't see that when he was with those other guys. I didn't see it with Kellen Moore. I didn't see it with Jason Garrett. I didn't see it with Scott Linehan. I would always see these eyes when they would show him on the side of the sideline. I would see them eyes and be like, why is he sweating so much? Why is he looking like this? Why is he doing that? Dog, he ran the offense the last preseason of the game, and is that coincidentally the only preseason game we won? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We lost the other two. Dak ran the offense, called the offense the whole game, and we won. Then, right after he called that offense, look how he's running the offense now. It's his. And guess what else? Ryan Clark said something. I don't watch them networks, but I've been peeping them this time because I want to hear what the hell they got to say. Okay? Ryan Clark said something to me that stood out to me because I felt the same way. He said this is a player-run team. I like that because I believe that. And as players, you want that. You want your coach to trust you. You want your coach to put in the thing and back off and say, y'all got this. I want when my coach is doing that. I like when my coach is doing that because that's letting me know he trusts us. He trusts us. He trusts our leadership. He trusts the whole vibe of the team. And this is, I think players are better when they run it. When the players are running it themselves, when they're controlling it, when they're policing, the coach is like, you got this. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you that. But go ahead and take it and go ahead and run with it. You feel me?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go. No, go ahead.
No, I'm going to show you how on it you are, bro.
I think what Ryan Clark said is very valid here. You know, Ryan Clark's winning Emmys. Is on Monday Night Football Countdown talking over Scott Van Pelt. He's doing his thing. He's got a big brain. He's talking about Mike McCarthy being in his bag. It does look like it's 2011, Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay Packers, when they would go on to win a Super Bowl against the Pittsburgh Steelers, big Mike McCarthy's hometown. He's a yinzer through and through. Dak goes 31 of 38, 255, 2 tuds. Now, he did hit Sauce Gardner right in the chest, which should have been an interception, but the plays are coming in efficiently. CeeDee Lamb seems to be always open. Tony Pollard's going to do his thing. The tight ends are doing it. I think this year is different for Dak Prescott because I think this year Mike McCarthy is going to be a guy that's going to be able to take him there. Kellen Moore. I got respect for Kellen Moore. Chargers 0-2, okay? Chargers 0-2. Jason Garrett, he's incredible on television. I think he's great on Sunday Night Football on the Countdown Show. I think he's good. Was he the guy that was going to get that? I don't think so. I think Big Mike is the reason why Dak Prescott's going to play his best football this year. And they got the number one defense in the world, Craig. In the world. I think this is the year where we can actually buy into the hype and know that Stephen A is going to hate until January. He just gave himself. Listen, September they're going to win. October, November, December. It's like nothing happens for the next 3 months while we're talking to you, I guess, about the Cowboys. But I think this is the year, Shannon. I think this is the year that they have what it takes to make it. And thank God there's an AI Jerry Jones over there. And now finally this Dallas Cowboys team is worth all the hype that they've had for the last 2 decades, Unc.
Strong words. And you know, Pat, he's made it a point to say we don't play Dallas Cowboys in our network. We don't play them boys because they're always overhyped and they just overhyped every year. And we ain't talking about the Cowboys. He said, but this year we got the Cowboys on our channel by itself because they are legit. And just what he just said, boss, what we've been talking about.
Yep.
Jason Garrett, we love him as an analyst, right? He's great on Sunday Night Football, but you weren't going nowhere with him. Didn't he just say that? Did he not just say you weren't going nowhere with Jason Garrett? He said that, and we had him 10 years. And what did he say about Kellen Moore? God bless him. Love him. God bless him. Love him. But guess what? You weren't going nowhere with him. He said, you're going somewhere with Freaky Mike.
He said Big Mike. And that's the only thing I hate is I don't like to see them using terms that we see. Big Mike, that came from landlord.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm cool that they starting to go ahead and apologize like Craven Cowboys said. Mickey said, yes, they are. But, man, go ahead and stay over there, man. Stay over there, bro.
Stay over there.
Stay over there, man. Yeah. We need y'all hating like y'all been hating because that's what got us going, bro. I don't want y'all on the nuts. I don't. See, when me and Big start saying we seen Super Bowl, we saw it and we see it. You know what I'm saying? When they say it, I don't trust it because you're really trying to set us up.
Right. You're trying to set us up so everybody can clown us like they tried to. But you know how Stephen A, just wait for it. Cool. We will just wait for it, Stephen A, because I ain't got nothing to say about you. But as I said before, the key thing that Pat said is what I've been saying, what we've been saying. None of us, I'm going to tell you this from me, none of y'all really believe we were going to win with Jason Garrett. None of you did. OC didn't believe it. Boss didn't believe it. Law didn't believe it. Ain't none of us believe Jason Garrett was taking us anywhere. Nobody in their right mind thought Jason Garrett was hosting up the trophy. That's a fact. That's a fact.
I did.
You did? I did. Never in my life.
1 year. Nope. 2016. I really did feel it was some magic.
Nope, I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it at all. I felt we were good. I didn't feel it at all. I felt we were good. And then guess what? When we played them Packers and they came to Dallas, I said I was nervous as hell. I was worried as hell. And then when they jumped on us, I said, yep, it's going to happen. But I didn't tell nobody that because that's the Jason Garrett way. Yeah. That's the Jason Garrett way. That's what he does. And I'm glad we got all them remnants out of here. Jason Garrett's gone. Scott Linehan's gone. Kellen Moore's gone. All them remnants of them are gone. And now you just have Mike that says, hey, don't worry about all this stuff. This is your team. This is your offense. You run it how you want to run it. And that wasn't going on with Kellen Moore. That wasn't going on with Jason Garrett. And that wasn't going on with Scott Linehan. And ain't none of them won nothing. Nothing. Nice. Kellen Moore was green behind the ears. We took him as the offensive coordinator, green as hell. You not coach nowhere. Jason Garrett, you didn't have no coaching job before you got to Dallas. And we was going to rely on them guys taking us somewhere. Y'all ain't have no coaching experience.
Nah, we got real coaches now, bro.
We got real coaches now who been there. Did Dan Quinn get to a couple Super Bowls? Because he got to one with Atlanta, too.
Yeah.
Did Mike McCarthy get to a Super Bowl?
Yes.
And he should have got there and beat them Seattle Seahawks that 1 year if the dude wouldn't have tapped the ball on the damn onside kick. They were going to the Super Bowl then.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So we got 2 guys on the staff now with Super Bowl experience, and there ain't nobody else in their ears telling them nothing. How are we not better?
Bro, and that's one of the, and OC, we got you, bro. We just, big, he came in here cooking, man. He got you.
Take your time, man.
My bad. OC.
No, take your time. No, you cooking, man. Take your time, bro. I'm enjoying it. Take your time.
Hey, and see, listen, bro. OC, I want to run this by you because I ran this by Big. First of all, OC did a fantastic film session on Dak. Fantastic film session. Where he was highlighting on the fact that Dak is more than enough to win the Super Bowl. If Russell Wilson was good enough to win it with that LOB, Dak is good enough to win it with this D. Right? So OC was proving that on his film session. One of the parts that I said that I want to talk about, OC, was, and I just want to get your thoughts on this, and I know you go keep it real, bro. I'm going to say it like this. If I was cooking, I would say just add a little less aggression or take away a little bit of, if it's food, take away a little bit of aggression, add some conservative bus driving, and I'm cool with the dish. Even though I know you can quarterback and throw that thing around, I don't want it with this D. I want safe, punt, boring, take your shots when you got it, but don't force nothing. Don't take no hits. Don't take no sacks. Boring. What's your thoughts on that, OC?
I agree in part and disagree in part. So I'll talk about the agree part first. The agree part is that you want to be responsible and judicious based upon the situation, right? You do not want to take unnecessary chances like going head first, doing things like that. You don't want to do things like misread a 3-step and he's reading your 3-step and he's driving on the ball and you let it go. Take a sack in that particular play, right? And this is the play that I was talking about, right? We almost had a pick. That's not it? Okay.
It's coming, though.
All right, sorry.
It play.
Yeah, just let it play. So, anyway, this is where, so I agree to that extent, boss. Here's where I disagree.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you great are your strengths. Your weaknesses are nothing more than you overextending your strengths. I'm going to say that again. The strengths of Dak Prescott are the tenacity, the drive, the dog, the willingness to want to make the big play in the big moment. And we saw some of that in this game. The weakness is an overextension of that. So I don't want to take that away from Dak Prescott. Dak threw 28 passes. Dak went pretty much. I mean, Dak completed 23 to 24 of those passes. I mean, he had a great passer rating. He did a great job. He took some shots right there where he didn't hit that. He tried to thread it, and it's kind of, go another way with that. But exactly. I need Dak Prescott.
That's my point. I don't want that.
But listen, but here,
just to be honest,
I understand. But hear me out, boss. In a big game versus certain competitors in certain situations and defenses, Dak is gonna need to carry the team. He's gonna need to be able to make that big play, and I don't want him acting like he's Ben Roethlisberger his first year at the Pittsburgh Steelers, where he threw the ball 20 times a game and they just handed it off. So I think it's a balance. I think it's a balance. Go ahead. We go fight about it then. Hey, we'll fight about it. Come on.
Yeah,
we'll fight about it.
Oh man, I gotta fight on this, bro. Cause see,
come on.
Man, I done hit the wrong buzz. You done got me so damn mad, OC.
Well, look, I'm gonna keep talking since you can't find the button. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Hold on, I got
look.
Go ahead.
Dak Prescott is the best. Okay, look, Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in the NFC. He's a top 4 quarterback in the NFL. He deserves the right to take his shots. He deserves the right. If he throws a pick or two, so what? Everybody throws interceptions sometime. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, Dak Prescott is the man. And Dak Prescott is not a rookie, boss Cowboy. He's a Pro Bowl. I don't care about the buttons.
Wrong.
Dak Prescott is a Pro Bowl quarterback. I understand the defense plays at an elite level. Nah, don't you dare. I ain't full of no wee-woo. I ain't full of wee-woo. I'm telling you the real. Dak Prescott has earned the right to take some chances. And yes, he has. Dak Prescott has been a starter in this league for 7 years, boss Cowboy. Dak Prescott is a Pro Bowler. Dak Prescott pretty much carved up the Jets defense. Dak Prescott played great versus the Giants, and if he didn't have 4 or 5 drops, his completed percentage would have been super high. So I'm telling you that, listen, you cannot take away the fight out of the dog by simply saying just manage the game and take 0 risk. You can't do that, boss. You're taking a bite out of the scorpion, right? You got to allow the man to be a quarterback and to do what he got to do. That's all I'm saying. He needs to be responsible. You're right about that. He needs to be responsible, but he still has to be able to play the game. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so let me say this. You killed your own point in your opening statements, bro. You said we don't want him to be like Ben, who was a game manager. When did they win a Super Bowl? So when did Russell Wilson win a Super Bowl? When he had an elite D and he was game manager. You killed your own point when you first started talking.
Nah, bro. But the difference is we don't have Jerome Bettis. And we don't have Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. That's the difference. So you got to compare tomatoes with tomatoes. You can't pull an orange and say, look, OC, this right here is a tomato. You can't say that, boss cowboy. This is the difference. Who do we just cut, boss? Who do we just cut?
Big.
We just cut.
When we started the show, OC, it was like this. You wasn't even here. Guess what we already did?
Yeah.
We compared the tomato to the tomato. Didn't we, Big? Didn't we already do the LOB versus Dallas line by line and the offense versus Dallas line by line? We already did that. And we came to the summation that our offense is better, and you really did kill your own point coming in. I'm just being honest with you. And you said we don't want him to be like Ben, but when did Ben win and when did Russell Wilson win? When they was game managing behind great defenses. So I'm not saying be a chump Dak. I'm saying don't slide Dak. I'm saying when you see sauce, jump it, throw it away. Like, don't even think you gotta thread that. Don't even
Agreed.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah, so we some of us saying the same thing. I still want Dak to take his shots. I do. So I don't want anybody to think I'm saying Dak don't take his shots, be a chump. What I'm saying is, Dak, you ain't gotta take no sacks. You ain't gotta do none of that. You ain't gotta run around and try to hope somebody go get open because you trying to make a play. That was the year when our defense was literally ranked last in our franchise history. Those days are over. You can win a Super Bowl literally this year riding the coattails of that D, and I'm saying they need to do it. B, can you break this tie?
Ooh, this is tough, dog, because I feel both sides of it. I really do, because I feel your side of it where I just compared the 2013 team with this one, and I just said, we talked about Russell Wilson only averaged 220 yards a game.
Yeah,
he was their offensive passing game was almost damn near last. They were like ranked in the bottom half of the league in passing yards, passing average, touchdowns, everything. And they were relied on Marshawn Lynch. They relied on that defense, and they had decent receivers. But to OC's point, Dak is better than Russell was at that point.
Yeah, he was.
Dak is better now than he was better than Russell Wilson was.
And
Ben at that point. So I can trust Dak Prescott to be able to make those plays, and you don't want to take that away from him and feel like, well, we just so reliant on the defense, you can't make plays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we don't want him to get gun shy and be thinking. You want him to play natural. But to your point, you don't need to take the chances, Dak. You don't need to force nothing to prove it. Live to see another day because you got a damn good defense.
Like, why do this? Like,
you can live to see another down.
Why do
because
this right
I think
here,
last year, because I think last year he was trying to force it because we don't got no offense, so I got to make all the plays.
Right.
You don't got to make all the plays now.
No, you don't.
You don't got to make all the plays now.
He did not have to try that. He didn't even have, look
because he hesitated when he did it. He even hesitated before he threw it.
Look at Dak when he threw the ball. Look at him.
See, you see
He
him
took off
hesitate.
on the angle like he was gonna have to run down Sauce. Man, come on, you ain't gotta do that.
So, Balls, here's the thing where you're overstating this whole point. Dak Prescott threw 28 balls in this game, man. There's 3 plays in this game that you question. The Sauce Gardner play on the out route, the thread and the needle of the play that we saw earlier on the go route up the seam, and then him not sliding when he took off near the goal line and him getting hit in the hip. Right?
It's 4.
Oh, okay, that's 4. Great, Boss Cowboy. He slowed down on that one. He misjudged it. He took a sack. But in terms of like actually decision making, his decision making proved to be very good throughout the course of the game, Boss. We're talking about 4 plays out of 28, Boss. And I'm saying, hold on real quick. And I'm saying, Boss. And I'm saying
a little bit. That's why I said if it was cooking.
Okay.
I ain't say go crazy. I'm saying just take some aggression off. Put some management on.
I get it. We're pretty much saying the same thing. But Dak Prescott actually, and if you guys watch the film, if you had to go watch it on Boss Cowboy Sports, I proved several plays where Dak did not force the ball, and he took the check down.
True.
He took the check down to Pollard.
True.
He took the check down on the out route when he had CeeDee Lamb up top on a double flood. So he checked the ball down. He checked conservatively. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is a balance, Boss. I just think it's a balance. That's it.
It's true. Like, cause that play that you showed to Gallup. I know we going big, but this debate real, bro. This ain't fake it off.
It's good. I'm chilling, listening.
That one that he threw to Gallup, where he tried to thread it, he had a super check down. Let me see if I got it right here.
Yep, he did.
Yeah, he had
You're
a
correct.
super check down.
That the outside receiver was wide open on a comeback. He was open. He could have went to the outside. He could have went to the Z.
Yeah.
He could have went to the Z on that play. He did. He went to the slot. He was trying to get Gallup involved, and that's the good part of Dak that actually can work against him. To your point, right? Because he hadn't really given Gallup any touches. He's trying to give Gallup the ball, and he forced the ball to Gallup into double coverage unnecessarily on that particular throw. So correct. You're absolutely right.
And that's why I'm saying you ain't got to do that. That's all I'm saying. It's like just you can be boring as hell the whole game and still light it up. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, take what's there, bro. Don't force shit. Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to say that. His kids in the
Watch
car.
the language. Got kids in the car.
I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. This is a passionate debate. I'm so sorry. Uncle Marcus said a cuss word, y'all. I'm so sorry about that. But anyway, man.
You sure a bad uncle. You always be cussing.
I know, man. I'm the bad uncle. I'm the bad uncle. But, hey, listen, I told y'all. Man, we debate real on her. There ain't none of this fake, bro. This ain't no, hey, let's do this for TV shit. No, like, nah,
again.
I know,
again.
Bro. I know, bro. Hold on, man. Let me.
Gotta wash your mouth out with soap.
Another one.
Another one. All right. So we gonna change the subject because I easily won that debate. Like, oh, so you really need to step up your debate,
oh,
bro.
man. Notice how Boss Cowboy always declares himself the winner. Y'all all notice that, okay? Just notice the consistency of Boss Cowboy. That no matter what it is,
OC, he's 100.
He's 100%.
Oh,
he's undefeated. He's undefeated in every debate. Declared himself the victor.
Yeah, and
he's a Floyd Mayweather. This
I know, I am 100%.
Yeah,
but this is another thing. I took some L's. I have, but I ain't take no L today. I didn't. No. And then I would, looking at the chat, we all 50-50 on this debate. Like 50-50 with me, 50-50 with you. It's a hard one, bro. This ain't an easy one. But I want. And
here's the last point about this, Boss. Before you try, last small point. The issue is this: with every great defense, right? There's always a game or two where that defense is not going to be locked down. It's going to be an offense in some game where they're going to be off, or where it's just a really great game plan and equal athletes that can score on that defense. That's the whole issue. So you're banking on the fact that the defense is going to be a shutdown defense the whole game, the whole season, which is very unlikely. I'm saying, hear me out. It's very unlikely. And if you take the sting out of the scorpion in that Dak Prescott and taking some chances, throwing the ball down the field, being dynamic, then when you get in those games, right, you're not ready to get into a firefight and win those shootout type games. If you had a game or two that's like that's it.
Right.
Those he wins. Thank you.
No. Trash. Garbage. horrible. I hate
You can't insult. You cannot insult the person. You need to address the argument. You see how he do that? But the big, he played dirty, big. He played dirty. He's so dirty, boy. He's dirty, boy. Dirty. He goes, "You're trash." No, he changed it. He's like, "You're trash. That's trash." Then he's gonna say the argument. Now you gonna change, okay?
I'm talking dogs.
Now you gonna change.
Kids. I don't even.
Now you gonna change. You gotta address the argument, okay? Not the message. Don't shoot the messenger, boss. Don't shoot the messenger, boss.
Listen, I'm gonna even hit your button on my point because I made straight business on you today. Let's go.
That's a
No
joke.
emotions,
That's
no
a joke.
friends, no
That's a
loyalty.
joke.
Straight business.
Straight business. Put hashtag straight business in the chat.
Look, if you disagree with Boss, put "that's a joke" in the chat, all right? Because y'all know Boss be popping, man. You disagree with Boss, put "that's a joke" in the chat. Put "that's a joke" in the chat. Put "that's a joke." All right, because we know, ha, good one. That's funny.
We ain't doing
That's
it as a
funny.
joke. Just say OC or boss. Don't you ain't gotta insult me to agree with.
Put "that's a joke." No, he just did me like that. Put "that's a joke."
See, that's what
Put "that's a
happened.
joke" in the
I
chat.
went too far when I went at him in front of his kids. See, that's what happened. You see how he going at my knees, big?
Hey, it's all good. Hey, it's all
He
good.
going at my knees. All right. Anyway, good debate. Good debate. We gonna keep fighting this out too. We gonna watch this whole year, and I'm gonna come right back, bro. I'm not backing off of this one, bro. I'm not.
That's
backing.
cool.
Yeah, boss. It's a lot of that's a joke.
Facts.
It's a lot of that's a joke.
A lot of
man.
people,
They
a lot
love
of
it.
people saying let Dak just play, let Dak just cook.
Yeah, I'm seeing
but
that.
as I said before,
All y'all
but here's
wrong.
the thing. Here's the thing. You can let him cook, but you just got us place. Here's the thing. We got smart. I feel like we have smart, responsible play callers. Isn't that what Mike McCarthy said?
Yeah.
Yep.
He said we got to be smart and we got to be responsible. And that's what I feel like is going on right now. We're having responsible football. And I want to bring up something right quick, boss, because you brought up Ezekiel Elliott. I heard your tweet. I seen your tweet.
Let's go.
I seen your tweet when you was like, don't say nothing about no Ezekiel Elliott when we can't score inside that 5-yard line.
Say the whole tweet.
Okay.
Because I
don't
said
know the
for
whole
this
tweet.
game. For this game.
Okay. Or just for this game. Okay. But you did say it, though.
I did. I stand by it.
And I just think there was some suspect kind of play calling down there.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
when we had that pitch out to Rico Dowdle, I'm like, why you doing that? Why you going sideways? Go forward. You feel me? Because that gives the defense the advantage. Stay going forward.
Right.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like now just tell me this, boss.
Yeah.
How you feel about Rico Dowdle?
I love Rico. I love what Rico is starting to trend, bro. I'm actually doing a video on that because I think I might be kind of misunderstood a little bit. And I also double-checked the film a little bit more. The red zone wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Sometimes you watch it in the heat of the game, and then you kind of looking at red zone failures, and you kind of start overreacting. It wasn't even that many times to where I felt like it was really the running back's fault. The one that where Rico tried to bounce outside, he should have stayed between the alley of Zach Martin, and still he would have scored. But I'm also real enough to say Rico is improving. Like, even Zeke had to improve, right? Because I remember the day Zeke got benched for Alfred Morris on his second game versus the Commanders. So I don't want people to say and think I'm saying we miss Zeke. We miss Zeke in that game, in that moment. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I'm keeping my eye on it. Like, so if it trends that way even more, then I'm gonna get loud about the Zeke thing. But I was just saying, versus the Jets, Zeke had a nose for the football and would have likely scored on at least one of those, especially the one that Rico bounced outside. I'm not killing Rico at all. And matter of fact, I'm liking Rico burst more than Zeke right now because I'm watching both.
Oh, he got way better burst.
Yeah, I'm looking.
He got way better burst. It's
I
not
was gonna
close.
show that too. I want to show that by the film. I got a film coming out about Rico, where I'm comparing them. Like, all right, let's really look at it. Like, for all, because you know, this is still a sensitive debate. Rico versus Zeke. Did we need him? I'm the type that, as Rico was saying, I'm starting to already get ready to say I was wrong on that. I'm preparing myself for that because I'm seeing Rico
Good.
trending
Prepare
up.
it. Get ready to say it. Prepare
I
it.
am,
Say
and
it.
I will.
Get
You
ready
know
to
me,
say
bro.
it.
They ain't even by
Because,
me. You know what I'm saying?
oh, I know. But did you see? I know you're gonna do that film study.
Yeah.
But the thing that showed his burst, they threw that dump off screen pass and he got like 18 yards.
Yeah.
Dog, he looked like he was shot out of a cannon when he caught that
did.
pass and ran. He looked like he was shot out of a cannon, and that's what we're missing. And we have that element now. And you know the thing I love about it, like I said, 45. We passed 38 times, right? But we ran 45.
Right. And my boy say,
We
say
passed
it now,
38,
Say it again.
but we ran 45. That's
Right.
what I like.
The
We
balance.
stayed true to that running game.
Yeah.
Whether it was going and killing or not, we stayed to it to keep that defense honest. Because we saw when we got with Kellen Moore, he ran the ball, but once it got stopped a little bit, he got pass happy right after that.
Sure
If the run game got stopped up a little bit, then we throwing. Now I just feel like we got responsible play calling, mature play calling, and you're going to continue to see it grow even more. Dak's going to be even more comfortable. So I just feel like I'm ready, dog. I don't know, dog. I love the way this team is looking. It's a different feel because there's none of that bull jive going on. There's none of the bull jive going on. There's none of the back and forth going on with your OC. Because I'm the OC.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? There ain't no back and forth where why are you calling that play, or why are you running right now, or why are you doing this option route? No, it's me calling it right now.
Right.
It's me and Shotty. We got one mind. We have one thought. And now, Dak, this is your offense. You take care of it and you run it. I don't think Kellen Moore ever gave him that. I don't think Garrett ever gave that, and I don't think Linehan ever gave that. And I feel like that was the shortcoming of Dak as well, because they gave him the keys to the offense. And now you see when somebody really gave him the keys, said, really, this is yours, I see the difference in Dak Prescott. And I don't care if it's just been 2 games. I see the difference.
And then my boy,
Man,
real quick, I'm gonna be quick, OC, and I got your promise.
Go ahead.
My boy said, "Say it now, boss." I did. I said in terms of burst, Rico is okay. Because to me, you gotta weigh it based on where they running the ball, how they was used, right? So if I was grading right now, this would be my grade. Between the 20s, I'm going Rico over Zeke. Now, short yardage, if it was today, I'm going Zeke, right? But this is why. Zeke understood blocking schemes. Zeke also, from an old school perspective, has a nose for the end zone. It's a reason why they came up with that term. And so it depends on where you saying say it. I already said based on, and I said this from the first 2 weeks. I've been looking at Zeke and I've been looking at Rico, and I've been like, I'm seeing more bursts from my eyes out of Rico than what I'm seeing. I also said this. I ain't stupid. I know Zeke is a guy that also trends up late in the year. This is gonna be a while to really kind of settle this, but I'm keeping my eyes on it now. You know what I mean?
Boss. Boss. My guy, boss.
Zeke, dog.
You know you my dude, boss. And I say this with all the respect that you're not missing Zeke right now.
I'm talking about.
No, listen. All I'm gonna say. Yeah, but look, I saw a little bit of Zeke play, man, and unless my eyes deceive me, which my eyes pretty much don't deceive me, boss, Zeke is looking a little bit older, man. He's looking like long in the tooth. And I mean, yeah, is he strong enough to run over you for 1 or 2 yards? Probably so. But beyond that, boss, unless he got some good blocking at this point in his career, and I'm not hating on Zeke. I like Zeke. I'm a Zeke fan. I'm just saying, from what I've seen early in the season, I don't know. I'm not sure about it, man. Now, maybe later in the season, as more games go and he get loose, maybe so, man.
Yeah.
No, it's not OC.
Am I wrong, Big?
No, you not.
No,
am I wrong, Big?
Especially between the 20s.
And also, you remember Edgerrin James, right? You remember the young Edgerrin James when he was explosive, but you remember the old Edgerrin James, right? You remember when Edgerrin James, he just didn't have that burst anymore. You could see when he got the ball. You remember his young years, he was boom, hitting that line. And then his late years, you just saw Adrian, you're like, yeah, he just don't got it. He just don't got it no more. And it's no hate on Zeke at all. But when I watched him play Philly, he don't have that burst. He just doesn't have that.
He don't got that burst.
You're not giving him that 20 carries and he's getting that 100 yards anymore. He's just not. He's just.
And see, I'm not even.
All those carries have wore him down.
I want everybody to hear me out. If y'all thinking I'm saying Zeke has more burst than Rico, I did not say that, or am I saying that? That's why I clearly said between the 20s, I'm going with Rico. And right now, as a back, period, I'm still going with Rico over Zeke. I'm saying just in that one game, in maybe 2 moments, I would have chose Zeke. That's all I'm saying. And I think I measured the hell out that Kool-Aid and imbalance. So if y'all waiting to hear me say it, I said it. Rico right now look like the better deal, even right now. You know what I'm saying? And I want him to improve on short yardage, goal line situations, scoring situations. That's it. And I think he actually will.
He will. And I think I love our running back Ed. Oh, go ahead, OC.
No, one thing I was gonna say before we transition on the Mike McCarthy point was that, I believe I was one of the first dudes to say, responsible play calling. And the thing that I really want to highlight is that Mike McCarthy has the maturity, and we're gonna do some more content on this, so guys, stay tuned. There'll be some more videos surrounding what I'm about to say. Is that Mike McCarthy has the maturity to work on stuff that doesn't seem like it's working, but it's really working.
Yeah.
And that's the run game. That's the difference, right? It's kind of like a guy that's an old fighter, man. That man, he was running some miles and he didn't really lose no weight for a couple days, but he understands the process, and that, man, I got to stick with my regimen, and the regimen is going to work. And that's Mike McCarthy. He understands the regiment on terms of the game of football and what's going to actually work. And that's why he doesn't do idiotic stuff like abandon the pass game, or, go spread, when your back is up against your own 5-yard line, doing things like that because you're desperate to try to score, right? He doesn't get desperate, right? And that's the beautiful thing about the maturity level of a Mike McCarthy at this point, because Mike McCarthy actually, and I'm going to show this on the film, he can score and almost stay in the same formation the whole game and beat you. He almost don't even have to change formations. That's how fluid he is. He's fluid at adapting, at play calling, at audibles, So anyway, boss.
OC giving up his film, man. Don't give it up. OCT.
No, I'm not. I ain't giving it up. Man, I got a whole lot. I got so much, bro. Yeah, I got so much. We good.
Good tease. I can't wait. I want to, because Law said he 15 minutes away, man. So we waiting on the OG to come in the house and see. I know he up to something big. If Law missed the final word, trust me, he got something he cooking. Trust me. He gonna come in, he gonna tell me something or after he gonna say, hey boss, this was cooking. And I trust me it's good, because he don't never miss the final word. And he always early. Am I lying big? Am I lying OC?
No, he ain't never lying. He always up in there early.
He don't miss, bro. I need his button. Don't. But anyway, I want to play this one more time, and I'm going to talk about it from a different perspective, and it's going to allow you to hear it, OC, in case you didn't hear it the first time. Here we go.
Nope.
I think what Ryan Clark said is very valid here. Ryan Clark's winning Emmys, is on Monday Night Football Countdown, talking over Scott Van Pelt. He's doing his thing. He's got a big brain. He's talking about Mike McCarthy being in his bag. It does look like it's 2011, Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay Packers, when they would go on to win a Super Bowl against the Pittsburgh Steelers, big Mike McCarthy's hometown. He's a Yinzer through and through. Dak goes 31 of 38, 255, 2 tuds. Now, he did hit Sauce Gardner right in the chest, which should have been an interception, but the plays are coming in efficiently. CeeDee Lamb seems to be always open. Tony Pollard's going to do his thing. The tight ends are doing it. I think this year is different for Dak Prescott, because I think this year Mike McCarthy is going to be a guy that's going to be able to take him there. Kellen Moore. I got respect for Kellen Moore. Chargers 0-2, okay? Chargers 0-2. Jason Garrett, he's incredible on television. I think he's great on Sunday Night Football on the Countdown Show. I think he's good. Was he the guy that was going to get that? I don't think so. I think Big Mike is the reason why Dak Prescott's going to play his best football this year, and they got the #1 defense in the world, Craig. In the world. I think this is the year where we can actually buy buy into the hype and know that Stephen A is going to hate until January he just gave himself. Listen, September they're going to win, October, November, December. It's like nothing happens for the next 3 months while we're talking to you, I guess, about the Cowboys. But I think this is the year, Shannon. I think this is the year that they have what it takes to make it. And thank God there's an AI Jerry Jones over there. And now finally this Dallas Cowboys team is worth all the hype that they've had for the last 2 decades, Unc.
This is the perspective I want to talk about it from, because we talked about it from a Cowboy Nation. Big and I said last week, a lot of y'all waiting to hear them say it. You can say it now. You can say it now. You can go ahead and put your chest out. See, when you should, I'm going to be honest, a lot of us stood a short. Listen, a lot of us should start saying that we're a Super Bowl team when Big drunk Kool-Aid after week 1.
Sure should have.
That should have been your biggest signal right there. That should have been it, because you got to know who you dealing with. That dude don't drink no Kool-Aid without first measuring, just like me. You know what I'm saying? Just like me. If it ain't measured, he ain't doing it. So now, OC, we starting to hear them say it. So the same people that used to call us delusional, Cowboy fans say it every year. They say it every year. Now they saying it. So I guess you can say it. What's your thoughts on that, bitch?
And first of all, that's a whole lie what they say. We say it every year. No, we don't.
No, we don't.
They just be lying. We don't be saying that every year. And I damn sure wasn't saying it with no Jason Garrett. You ain't never hear me saying no damn Super Bowl. No Jason Garrett.
He back.
So you're a whole lie.
You was like this.
You know I was like that. It was a whole like that. So don't even see. But see, you know, they try to push that narrative. If you don't, that's why you got to listen to us, because they just be trying to push that narrative. Oh, y'all say this every year. No, we don't say it every year. No. We don't say it every year. And we was quiet and we were hoping. We know we got a talented team. Yeah. We know we can compete. We know we can get there. But we also know you got to have some damn good coaching when you get to them playoffs.
Facts.
You got to have damn good coaching in playoffs.
Facts.
And we didn't have it. And that's one of the reasons we fell short. Now, they'll go back and say, what happened with the Niners? Okay, I give them that 2021. But guess who we still had as our offensive coordinator?
Right.
And guess what? After that 2021 game, how many of those experts came out and bashed Kellen Moore for them play calling in that game?
None.
No, they did. That's when Kurt Warner came out. That's when they all started coming out.
You right.
After that game, when they were that's when Kellen Moore started getting the light on him.
Right.
Because remember, he was bulletproof. Kellen Moore couldn't do no wrong. But then you started seeing, okay, well, let's go back and show the tape. And they started showing that tape in 2021. So it just wasn't the Cowboys. You still had that remnant there. Right. And even last year, you can't put that on Dak the whole damn. Show me these other quarterbacks that lose your top running back, have one receiver on your squad, and you going against a defense and your offensive coordinator is calling calls where they know what you're doing. How the hell are you supposed to win them damn games, man? Like, let's be real. This is no excuse. How are you supposed to win a game when your top running back, because it wasn't Ezekiel Elliott, because once Tony Pollard went out, they had no fear. So wasn't it the coaches that said we ain't gonna let Malik Davis play? Wasn't that the coaches? Right? Yep. Wasn't it the play calling that you're throwing these stupid passes? It's 3rd and 1 and 3rd and 2, and you going spread? You feel me? You doing dumb play calling, and you had one receiver. And you were going against a really good defense who kept on saying, we know what you're doing. You did the same thing last year. They're saying it. They said it again. We know what you're going to do. You do the same thing every year. So now it's a different story. You feel me? So I don't want to listen to them naysayers. Keep talking. Run your mouth. Say we sorry. Say we garbage. I love it. I don't want y'all, like Boss just said, say we suck. Don't jump on the team now. I don't want y'all telling us we good. I want y'all to keep, Stephen A., keep that energy. Shannon Sharp, keep that energy. Keep on saying we're going to choke, because it's going to be that much better when we finally do the damn thing. And we have the team. We've been had the team. But I would dare say, have we had the coaching all the way? And I don't think we've had. And the coaching is going to make the difference this year along with the players.
Yeah. Hold on real quick. Wait.
Hey, I love being a Cowboy.
Big Game James.
Game changer.
Welcome. Let's have some fun. Let's have a good time, man. Let's kick it.
I had to hit the flame and everything on that big dog. OC.
Yeah.
Is this the year that we can really say it with our chests out?
I think that the Dallas Cowboys are the team to beat in the NFL. That's what I think. And I think that, it's our NFC championship to lose, barring injury, okay? Because we're early in the season, barring some damaging injuries. If we're relatively healthy, we should be in an NFC championship game. And I said this before, and I'll say it again. And I said, remember Mike Holmgren, okay? The quarterback of Brett Favre. Right? And then remember Mike McCarthy coming in and really getting Aaron Rodgers going, okay? And helping Aaron Rodgers to be the quarterback that he is today, okay? And I said that Mike Holmgren, who coached Brett Favre, was the quarterback whisperer. And I told you that Mike McCarthy was the quarterback maximizer. That's what I said. And I'm going to tell you again, Mike McCarthy is going to maximize the talents of Dak Prescott. Rolling left, rolling white. And so, look, we got some more film coming out about CD, boss. I believe tomorrow. Am I right about that,
tomorrow.
boss?
Tomorrow.
All right, cool. You're going to see the nuances and some of the things that happen in terms of taking advantage of defenses. So, look, here's the deal. Mike McCarthy not only is fluid in his play calling, he's also fluid at matchup football and understanding how to get his players open, dude. So, yeah, it's the quarterback, man, and it's going to be no excuses. Listen, mashing the gas pedal, especially as we get into these playoffs, because notice the difference here. Now, we put up a lot of points on the Giants, right? We put up, 30 plus here on the Jets, but that was never the goal. The goal was to break the team down and to play efficient football. The biggest difference being the commitment to the run game. Because what does that do, boss? And you know this, you said this many times, you too big, is that running that football rests that defense.
Yep.
Running that football keeps that defense fresh.
Yep.
So even if you have to take a couple 3 and outs, your defense still got 3 minutes of rest. Versus you throwing the ball and having incomplete passes and that defense is out there in a minute. That's a huge difference. So all them dogs on this defense can hunt.
Oh man. Yeah. So Cowboy Nation, man, they saying it. Go ahead and say it. Cause I was saying it like in the barbershop. I remember boys used to laugh. Ha 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 ha. They ain't laughing no more. I go to that same barbershop and they like, yeah, it's different now. It's different when you see it. See, the thing is, me, Big, OC, Law, we do this, bruh. Like, we know this team, bruh. Like, we knew we was better. Big was ready to drink the Kool-Aid before kickoff. He just had one criteria. He said, I just need to see it. I see it on paper. I just need to. So we know what we looking at. And none of us was tripping. Man, I just want us to, cause see, I just hate the fact, and I'm being honest, bro. I hate the fact that other teams get to just Buffalo, who ain't even won nothing.
Right.
You feel me? Feel me?
They stick their chest out like, and they ain't won nothing in ever. And they be sticking out their chest like,
and then they,
you feel me?
Bills Mafia. What about Cowboy Nation, homeboy? I don't want to hear nothing about no Bills Mafia.
Yeah.
What about the biggest fans in the world? We ain't got no right to look at all of this and be like, man, we got this. And mean it because we upgraded a 12-5 team. Did we lose anybody on that D?
And gained.
Come on, bro. Man, don't get me started, man. I already done cursed one time in front of OC kids. I ain't getting ready to do it again. But I mean what I'm saying. And
they out the car now, bro. They gone now, bro.
Hey, and here's the biggest thing right now, boss.
Yeah.
And OC. We got Micah Parsons. I don't give a hell about nothing else. We got Micah Parsons, dog. And because we have him, he is the game changer. You feel me? He is the one that changes the whole complexity of the game, because you keep on hearing what people are saying. You can't get a beat on him. He can rush you on the left side. He can rush you on the right side. He can rush you in the A gap, B gap, C gap. There's nothing that he can't do. And when you got a player that's that damn good and he inspires you, he don't take no plays off. He practices harder than all y'all. You feel me? When you got that type of leader like that, it makes everybody just follow. And I just keep hearing the team, y'all. The team is saying, yes, ain't nobody beating us. Right. We beat ourselves. If we lose, it's because we beat ourselves. And what did we just say, boss, last week? Ain't no teams better than us. It's only us that'll beat ourselves. Didn't we say that, boss? Did we not say that? I heard CD Lamb say it. I heard Malik Hooker say it. I heard him say it. And we said it last week. There ain't no team better than Dallas in the NFL. And the only reason why we would ever lose a game is because we beat ourselves.
And man, listen, you brought up something so fantastic that I want to piggyback on. You brought up Micah Parsons, and this really reminds me, guys, of the championship level teams, right, that the Green Bay Packers had underneath Mike Holmgren. Because check it out. Here's a guy that's not even as good as Micah Parsons. And I'm going to say it, and a lot of Green Bay fans not going to like this, but it's the truth. You know what they used to do with a guy named Clay Matthews in his prime? Dom Capers was the defensive coordinator. They used to move him around just like they moving Micah Parsons around. But the difference is Micah Parsons is a better player.
Yep.
And the difference is Dan Quinn is a more robust defensive coordinator, or at the worst case scenario, equal to what Dom Capers was. And Dom Capers was a great defensive coordinator in his day. So, man, we got so many similarities, man, to championship flavor over here. It's absurd. It's absurd. And if you can't see that, man, look, if you can't see that, man, I can't help you. I'm sorry. I can't help you.
My fat man, you got me hitting bullseye these. And Mickey been killing it in the chat, boy. I got all your super chats. Mickey said, and then I'm gonna get to, man, I got some good stuff to cook. Man, Mickey said we had the coaching, we just had one that wouldn't get with the program.
Ooh. And that's the man you spoke about, boss. You called him the untrained dog. You yelled and you fought all year, boss. You put out video after video after video, tweet after tweet after tweet, and you said, get this unruly dog out of our house. And all of a sudden, the unruly dog is gone. And now we have order in the house. We have order in the house. And when you have order, you can go forward, because two visions is a freak. A two-headed monster is a freak. You only can have one vision, not vision. And that's what we had. We had vision. And the proof of that is the San Diego Chargers scoring 50-something points a game or something crazy, and they 0-2. You know why? Because you're pass happy and you ain't learned yet, son. You got to run a balanced offense and be what the OC was trying to get you to be when you was here to help you. I was telling you to be a responsible play call.
The OC.
There's no emotions, no friends, no loyalty.
Straight business.
Straight business.
Put hashtag straight business in the chat.
I'm loving the final word today, man. Boy,
Can we also say this?
Yeah.
Play that music. You got
Come on, man.
Hey,
come on.
Play some more. Play some more, Law.
100K Law. The Godfather.
What's up, honey?
The Godfather.
What's up, man?
Honey.
Hold on.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
New drop. Well, since you're here.
3, 2, 1, drop it. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.
Drop it hard.
Let's go.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Ooh, let's go with it, Law.
Let's go with it, man. Y'all know how this goes, man. Cowboy Nation, you see week 1, the Giants, Daniel Jones was better than Dak Prescott. That front 4 for the Giants was better than what we had against our front 5. And of course, whatever they brought to the table was better. And then week 2, the Jets, how far the mighty has fallen, because what happened here, they beat Joshua Allen down, right? And they were considered the best team out there with the best defense. And then after week 2, we beat the Jets. Now all of a sudden, oh man, they just the Jets, man. So I can't make this stuff up. Hey, we on our way. And whatever Pat McAfee had to say about the 2011 Green Bay Packers, I just want to tell him to lead forward with all of that fake muscle that he got over there and take this slap, because we are far, far from that particular team. We are way better than the 2011 Green Bay Packers, because last I checked, they snuck into the playoff. We ain't sneaking nowhere, baby. Let's go. Let's get it.
Let's go. Let's get it. Hey, OC walking around, but hey, man, we keep it real over here. We let boys do what they go do, man. Listen, if he got to get in his house, let the man get in his house, man. It's all good.
Yeah. Let them wait. So that's what I had to do. I had to.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Hey, man, you know what? This is the thing that I love, man. Balls was actually counting down for you to come in, Law.
Wow.
Yeah, they was like, Law 30 minutes away, Law 15 minutes away. And then Special K was like, I told y'all that any time Law Nation getting ready to walk in the door, man. That's what's up, bro. Good to see you, big dog.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man.
I got this fire topic.
Hey, just one more time.
Hey, we came on a mission. It's captured or killed.
Let's go.
Let me get your picture back up in here too, man. Big or OC.
Go ahead. I need Law to play. Let's go.
Okay.
We about that life.
Yes, indeed.
He ain't lying.
Here we go.
We about that life.
Let's go.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Yeah. Play it one more time. Just one more time. Let's
go, man. Let's go. We about that life.
Man, you give me 2 crocs now. Come on with it.
No, that just be getting me hyped, dog.
Yeah.
Law, you see when he comes off the sidelines, right, boss? You see when he comes off the sideline, Law. You see when he comes off the sideline, OC. He is just intense, and you know what I love about Micah?
Yeah.
I just felt like we used to get complacent, y'all. You know, when we get a little lead, we get a little complacent. The D would get complacent. They get back in the game. Micah ain't allowing that, y'all.
Nah.
Micah ain't allowing that. He's on that sideline. If we up 25 or 30 points, I know he's like, don't you let them back in the game. Don't you let them get a first down. Don't you let them score. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. And I feel like that's what we have been missing, y'all. Talk to me. Am I right or am I wrong on that?
You right.
Right. You right, man. Shoot, he ain't lying.
You feel me? We got a different type of leader. And I told y'all this before. This is no knock on DeMarcus Lawrence. None at all. I like DeMarcus Lawrence and I like him a lot. I still don't think he's the greatest pass rusher, but he's a great all-around player. But and I felt like he's a leader in a sense, but it's not like Micah. If you understand what I'm saying, there's just a different level of Micah. When he's saying it, you just like, let's do this. And
we about that life.
You feel me? Like, I just feel like when he speaks it, team is like, yes, let's get it. And I feel like it's made DeMarcus Lawrence even better. You feel me? It makes me hear DeMarcus Lawrence even more now because I got a Micah Parsons here. If y'all understand what I'm saying.
Totally.
Do y'all understand what I'm saying?
All the way.
Oh, yeah.
Making sense in all of sense in the world. Hey, I want to play something, man. And the first time I heard it today was, oh man, they said we got 193 likes and 315 people in here. Y'all know what to do. Get the likes up. Law just came in too. Come on, y'all.
All I ask.
Come on, man.
All I ask.
Shame.
Shame. Shame.
Shame.
Shame.
Shame.
Bars is real life cooking.
Shame.
And just think about it.
Yeah.
Just think about it. Just for real. This one of the main reasons y'all should hit that like, because this show alone is showing y'all how long all of us have been beating the ground for Mike McCarthy. And now we see the fruits of it. Like how long have we been playing this and showing stuff like this and talking? We all been talking about, not just me, all of us been talking about free Big Mike. This was a community
You know what it
campaign.
is, boss? You know what it is? You know, the truth takes its time. And it's just now arriving. to those who refute the truth, and they thought that we were the ones telling lies, right? So we on this campaign since last year, the year before that. We was talking about this back in 2021. Some of us were talking about this in 2020 and 2019. It's just now coming around to some of them, and now they saying they going back watching old videos that you shot, right? And they saying, damn, boss was telling the truth. Damn, the OC was right on the money. Big Game James, man, he was right. I shouldn't have been drinking that version of the Kool-Aid, but since James is drinking this Kool-Aid right here, you know, and you put the N-word in there. Yeah, this Kool-Aid good, you know. So I would tell y'all, man, right now, there's no worries that we should have with this team. I seen with what you was going back and forth with the OC on. Look, Dak Prescott light years ahead of Brad Johnson. Dak Prescott light years ahead of Nicholas Folds. He's light years ahead of Trent Dilfer. He's way better version than a Eli Manning could ever think of, right? So we got all of that plus this defense. Come on, man. The only thing that can get in the way of the Cowboys, I ain't gonna even mention it. I'm just gonna knock on the wood with it. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I appreciate that point, man. Fantastic point, Lon. I'm still gonna keep my eyes on it though.
All I ask.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Come on,
man.
Come on, man.
Hey, if it's anybody I know for sure is gonna build their fort and stand on their ground and not gonna get knocked off of it, man, it's Boss Cowboy. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I'm gonna
stand. Ain't that right there, OC?
Bro. I'm gonna stand.
And you was right there on the football field.
Yeah, man, real stubborn, man, real stubborn.
Yeah.
He do the Oklahoma drill with you, huh? He Oklahoma drilled you?
No, he didn't want none of those OC, man. He a little bit too light in the pants.
I wouldn't do it.
He a little bit too light in the pants for that.
I run around the OC. I wouldn't take him off.
He gonna try to avoid that, homie. Trust me, he gonna try to avoid that.
It ain't, and I don't even think I was tough enough to just hit OC in the mouth, but I saw you get hit in the mouth, though. I did. Raul hit you in the mouth, and he was 160. Raul hit you dead in your mouth, and he was 160. So don't you be on Raul like you was just unfadable.
Raul hit the OC. Raul hit the look, okay. Hey, listen. Listen, I ain't taking shots at you, but tell the rest of the story. Tell the rest of the story. Raul did what? Raul hit me in the mouth and got body slammed. That's what happened to Raul, okay? So tell the rest.
Didn't I tell you
he got body. Tell the rest.
He talk over drops.
Hey, it's a bad drop, boss.
You did better that time. That was better, man. You learned it.
Wrong. Hey, he got body. So just tell the whole story. I love you, boss. Tell the whole story.
We got a witness.
Tell the whole story.
Didn't Raul bust OC right in his grill? Come on now.
Man, that's false.
Boss would have.
That's false.
But of course I would have folded. You was 400 pounds. I was 180. Of course I would have ran around you. Hey, listen. I gotta play this though. Because I heard this today from the fan. Shout out to the fan. Listen to this, y'all. For real. This was some heat they brought. Listen.
The hour. Pat McAfee, are you buying the hype? Micah Parsons with McAfee. And then Jimmy on the Cowboys. He was on with Cow Turd. So that's coming up here at the top of the hour as we take a look at Cowboys Twitter. Here's the Chief with a little football.
So this is one of my favorite things that I've seen in regards to the Cowboys defense. They have what's called havoc rate. And it takes tackles for loss or no gain, plus forced fumbles, plus interceptions, plus pass deflections, plus pressures divided by the total plays. And the Cowboys are number 1 at 80%.
Oh, my God.
Wow. And number 2 is the Saints at 59%. What? Everybody else you see is like a half a percentage difference between the team ahead of them or whatever. Everything's very, very close, like under 60% for sure. But the Cowboys lead the way so far through 2 weeks with a havoc rate of 80%. 80% of the time, they're either you're gaining no yards, or we're going to tackle you for a loss, or we're going to defend the pass and knock it down, or we're going to get a pick, or we're going to pressure you. They're just ridiculous, and it all obviously starts with Micah, but this whole defense feels like it moves at a different speed than everything else that's on the field.
I'll tell you what I've been most impressed about this defense, and you could talk about the pressures and the havoc and all that. There have been teams that have gotten down to 3rd and 1 and tried to run the ball and can't get 1 yard on to get a first down.
Big takeaway.
That's, I mean, if you want to talk about, for so many years they talked about building toughness around here. Being a tougher team, that is just, we're winning that side of the line of scrimmage.
I think it was the Jets' second possession where they ran on first down for 9 yards and had to punt.
Yeah.
And it was like, holy cow.
Yeah.
So they talked about 2 things, man. First of all, shout out to 105.3 The Fan. So they talked about 2 things, havoc rate. And they broke down the formula. It makes sense. They basically put all the defensive formulas together, the interceptions, the breakups, the pressures, the hits. So basically every play, did you do one of these, basically? The team that 80% of the time they on the field wreaked some type of havoc was the Dallas Cowboys. The second thing they talked about was stopping the run. We gonna go around the table. I just want to hear y'all opinions on that, because that just blew my mind when I heard that. Start with you, Law.
Well, we attack on all fields on the defensive side. You know, the moment you think you contain Parsons, D-Law eats, and then when you get tired of D-Law, then all of a sudden Osa eat, and then we're seeing a resurgence from Chauncey. He's getting out there. Mozzie taking on double teams, and then you got a flow with Dante Fowler, Dorrance Armstrong. I think he got 2 sacks for this season already, and then you contextualize it. That's on the first wave, and then the second wave you got J-Rock doing his deal. Hey, for what it is, you see this dude that wear number 14. He may look like a DB out there, but he's sticking, right? He's going down, not afraid to feel at times. And then you have your sticky DBs like your Stephon Gilmore's. And then if you look at it, a lot of people, and I can't wait to see your film analysis on Trayvon Diggs, because they said, hey, man, he got blown by that team. You know, the dude really took him. But we're going to break down trail technique. When you know that you got safety help over the top, so you can be a little bit more aggressive. When you got somebody that can go hash to the sideline and also cover every blade of grass like a Malik Hooker. This thing of what we bring to the defense, no matter what you do, cut one head off of the snake, another one rolls back, and that's what I like to see, and that is exactly what this team is doing on the defensive side of the coin. I apologize if I took all of the thunder from you guys, but that's just what it is. This defense it got havoc everywhere, and there's no weak spots. No weak spots. No weak spots.
None.
Well, you know, the thing I love about it, what they talk about is, you know, when we got Micah Parsons, the thing I love about our depth, and that,
let's go, man.
Say it again. We about that life. But when you got a dog like that, and he can rest, you don't have to play every possession. You can actually conserve him, right? Because you can bring in a Dante Fowler, you can bring in a Sam Williams, right?
Woo!
You can bring in, you can mix
off.
match a Dorrance Armstrong. You feel me? A Dorrance Armstrong Jr. You know what I mean? You can let those guys cook and do the things, and you can let your dog rest. And that's, to me, the biggest key. When we talk about all these things, it's that depth. You mentioned Marquise Bell. We got 6 guys. We were talking about the Legion of Boom. They had 2 dog safeties. We got 6.
Yeah.
We got 6 dogs. 6. They were saying, they're going to go long at safety. Yeah, because we got a Wanye Thomas who come out of nowhere. Yeah. You got a Marquise Bell who's doing his damn thing. You got Donovan Wilson who ain't even played, and they got to figure out what they're going to do with that. Right. You understand what I'm talking about? They need to figure out Donovan is a dog, and you got to figure out how you going to make this work, because them 2 young boys is going nutty. You feel me? J-Ron Curse just got him an interception. Malik Hooker made up for the mistake on Garrett Wilson. Comes back and get an interception. just like Law said, we don't have weaknesses. Look at our corners through and through. We got 3 straight dogs right now, and you ain't even been playing J. Lou. You feel me? Like, we got guys that can come at you in waves. And the biggest key is what we've been talking about for years. Run defense. Run defense. What Saquon Barkley do? Remember they was hyping him? Saquon's back. He's going to be running with a vengeance. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. Shut down. Shut down. Breece Hall, he went crazy. Breece Hall, he went crazy. Dalvin Cook, we talked about him. He went crazy. He got that ball taken from him. They didn't give him the ball no more. He got that ball taken away from Micah Parsons. They didn't give him the ball no more. And to your point, remember when they went for it on 4th down and with the fake punt, we knew they were going to do it because they were going to be desperate. We stopped them on that 4th and short, right? We stopped them on that 3rd and 1, so they went for it on 4th and 3. The next 3 downs, we stopped them again, and they tried to run again up the middle, and we stopped it again. We totally shut down that run game. That's what we've been talking about. And an unsung hero, in my opinion, is that man Jonathan Hankins. You're not talking about him a lot, but he's doing a damn good job holding the fort down, blowing up that middle. People ain't talking about enough about Jonathan Hankins. So if y'all may want to make a film session, get Big Hank in there because he's been looking good as well these last 2 games. And it's just getting Mozzie better. Osa, Ghostface Killer, and Chauncey Golston. You hear all the names I just keep mentioning, dog. We coming in waves, bro. And you cannot beat that when you have that. Sorry to take up the time, but I'm excited about this mother sucking. And I told y'all I was way drinking that Kool-Aid on this defense before the whole team. So I'm drunk and I don't care.
Oh yeah. Hey, OC, we going into the super chats now. This super chat, I'm gonna run it by you. He said, real question, our defense was going crazy like the first half of the season last year, then cooled down the second half. Is there a chance that would happen again, and how would you prevent it?
Yeah, I think that when your second team defense is beating up and stopping first team offenses, that you got a pretty good defense, Special K. I don't foresee that happening because the genius that we haven't talked about is the genius of Dan Quinn and how aggressive he was at solidifying draft picks and getting strategic free agents for this defense. Remember, not so long in the recent history, the Cowboys were at the bottom of the league in total defense. Do you remember that?
Yep.
That was not that long ago.
Yep.
And so now we've come to the point where we're the top of the heap in a very short amount of time for most defenses in this league. So when you have depth like that and when you have the variations of packages that Dan Quinn does employ versus teams on a game-by-game basis, that has offenses like Arnold Schwarzenegger was like on Predator. You know, remember that when he was in the mud and all of his battalion had got killed and the Predator jumped down out of a tree and he's looking at him and slithering and look, he don't know what to do. He can't fight back. So he's just holding up against the tree and he's screaming, do it! Like, hey, he was ready to die. Listen, that's what these offenses are like versus this defense, man. They just up against the wall. They just do it. Just go ahead and kill me. Take me out of my misery. Because you know what? It ain't no stopping this crew, man. I don't anticipate a slowdown. Barring some injuries, man, there will be no slowdown.
And then it's another reason we slowed down. What happened in the beginning of the year? Game 1.
Right. Oh, well.
Injury.
Yep. To who?
Alex Smith.
Cooks.
And Dak.
Cooks.
So what did we do when Dak was injured?
Oh, you're talking about last year, right?
You're talking about last year.
I'm answering this question on will we fizzle out. That defense wasn't allowing 20 points when Cooper Rush was playing. Why? We protected Cooper Rush neuter on with the running game.
Right.
Yep.
So that's what Mike McCarthy go do all year.
Mm-hmm.
So when Dak came back, what happened to that offense?
Oh,
it took off.
It took off. 28, 29 points a game. Yeah.
And then the rest of that defense, what happened? They wasn't rested like they was, and then them points start going up. That's number 2. What happened? And Dan Quinn said this: the last 4 weeks he was playing experimentation.
Yep.
Remember he said that after we lost to the Commanders, he talked about that they spent 4 weeks experimenting. One of the experiments was keeping Micah Parsons in one place. Y'all remember that? We was all saying, what are they doing? Why did they stop moving him around? He was running one of those Dan Quinn experiments. And he found out it ain't good for our defense to keep him in one place. You know? So that's the reasons why I really do believe 2 reasons. No more Kellen Moore and no more experiments with Micah Parsons. We already know what to do with him. It ain't repeating. So the other super chat came from Craven Cowboys. He said, bright spot about these early injuries. Tyler Dunno, etc. Our O-line and depth guys get quality snaps in real games and can prepare for the late season. What's your thoughts on that, Law? Oh, you got some super chats.
Okay, well, let me
crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
So what she's saying here, and shout out to Craven Cowboy. If you guys haven't checked out her channel, what you waiting on? I mean, she get it out of the mud, and she's doing a great job. Not a good job at all. You're doing a great job, by the way. Yeah. I want to say this, ladies and gentlemen. We are prepared. I heard earlier on my way down, and you was talking about normally when we lose out on a player, just the whole sink ships. It just goes down into the water, and it seems as if though we hit the iceberg, right? But Mike McCarthy is already prepared. So even when we had, think about this, against the first 2 teams, they front 4 was considered top in the National Football League, and we came in undermanned because Tyler Smith was down, right? And then after that, Awesome Chuma Doga went down. Awesome had to stay and had to flush him out and had to put TJ Bass in. So those are a total of like 3 or 4 guys. Yeah. And we were prepared for it because this dude is a coach, and a coach don't let those small things sink the ship. And he knows that, hey, I got to turn before that iceberg approach. And that is why this team is so ready and so prepared. That's why when you didn't miss a beat when we had our guys to go down like Dono, and we added in even on the defensive side like a Wanye Thomas. And then just this past week, I didn't even know Jordan Lewis was active, right? And he was making plays. So it's like that we are very prepared because this team do all of the preparations and they seek it out, and they're not playing around with inexperience. That's my thoughts on that. Thank you for the super chat too.
Let me run through mine real quick, and then you got all yours.
Okay, no worries.
Yours big, real quick. He said BJG and Boss agreed. OCU lost. I agree. See, that's why I say I'm 100%, bro. I agree, man. Perfect super chat. Perfect, bro. Like we know he lost, bro. I appreciate the $2, but you know what I'm saying? I knew it.
Okay, bro.
And Chris 214 say, if the Cowboys win time of possession, we win 10 out of 10 times. Facts. For real. Right. Like, if we win time of possession, bro, that D is going to get out the boards. And then he said, we're going to surprise. This a different team. I think we ain't even surprising no more. I think we on the radar now, big dog.
Yeah, we ain't surprising nobody. They know we for real.
No doubt. All right, so we got a super chat, got plenty of them, and I appreciate y'all for growing the nation. I got Klebo. He says, tag him, boss. That can hurt our team. You really de-homie by telling him that his head hit the ground. Real talk, fam. I don't know the context of that. Who
talking about when he ran that when he rushed out of that, he got flushed out, and he took that hit, and he should have slid. He shouldn't have got hit like he did.
Right here.
Let me see. Flushed out.
Oh, this
you slide angle. Right here. Bam.
I'm gonna show you a better angle because the key part
Mississippi legs.
He landed on his shoulder.
Way beyond the chains. That's what make it even worse.
Right now, you can slide right here.
After the chains, bro. Come on, Dak, slide.
Yeah, so that's fullback Dak right there.
I was gonna tag Dak because I know people say don't tag players. That's thirsty. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna tell the bro slide, please, because sometimes people be kissing up to these dudes and they don't tell them. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, bro, slide. Real homies go tell you, bro, you need a peppermint. Dog, we could. Bro,
bam. Yeah.
Dog,
because he could have fumbled that.
Bro, and he landed on his shoulder, bro. And I'm not being paranoid. That's real talk, bro. Like, this could end the season, and I'm dead serious. He way past the chains. Yeah.
You don't gotta prove nothing. Don't be Baker Mayfield or Josh Allen.
No, bro. That's the occasion, Dak. Yeah, I feel you what you said on that, and I had no rebuttal to that. If it's the Super Bowl, then do that. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, Nah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, take the slide, get the yards. Don't be greedy. All right, we got Neil. Yeah, greedy. He says for the $4.99 for your mind, I want the 40 minutes of TOP. Y'all know what that TOP stands for, man. Yes, indeed. Hey, and you know what? It's going to always be like that. Why? Tell them that is human nature. Because here's the reason why, y'all. Hey, the 3 and outs that the Cowboys bring to the table is second to none. We're going to get these boys off the field. So be prepared, y'all. It's going to be a lot of top action over here. Yes, indeed, some top action. You know what I mean? All right, all the soil with the $5 charge. I appreciate you, man. He said, no pause on the top action. Give our defense the most rest between possessions. Type of souffle, lean on them. Yes, indeed. Let's go with it. I appreciate that. And I got Dirty Sanchez for the $9.99 for your mind. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man, for sending us these novels, man. He says, I still think that they need to find the biggest, strongest, meanest guy and use him as a running back, short yardage situation, especially near the goal line. The refrigerator type of Perry. Refrigerator Perry? You talking about him? Hey, Dirty Sanchez, I think we okay with that. We got the dude. We just didn't utilize him. His name is 40 ounce. 40 ounce. I call Hunter Lukey 40 ounce. 40. Hey, we had a lot of situations. I heard Big Game James' thoughts on that. We were going horizontally in the red zone, money zone. Just take that thing vertically. That's just what I look at it, But then again, you up by that many points, you don't want to showcase all of your hands. You want to keep some of it. So when we face those 40-winders, we want to deliver the punishment from there. All right. We got 2 more super chats. I got Fairley. He says with the $10, they failed to mention Noah Brown was the wide receiver number 2. Go look at Houston stats for Brown and Schultz were nowhere to be found. That's what Dak was working with last year and still became 12-5. Dakota is the truth. And then Neil, last but not least, for the $9.99 for your mind. YouTube took a penny from you. I know how they do it. They could have let the penny stay, but that's okay. 17:45 is how long the defense was on the field. Out of that time, how long did the starters actually play? With the rotation going on, maybe about 15-ish. So that's a dope super chat, by the way, because we do rotate a lot of people, man. What's y'all thoughts on that?
Man, that rotation is the key, bro. And I'm so happy they built it the way they built it in the offseason, man. It looked like they was giving. Remember I was complaining about that? It looked like Dan Quinn was the mama. You remember I was talking about it? And Mike McCarthy was the daddy. Y'all remember I was talking about that?
And they was getting all, Father's Day gifts and
Father's Day, and how we get on Father's Day. Which is true.
And boss, man, I gotta fall off, man. I'm gonna let y'all land this plane, man. But listen,
we ending it right now. You got 2 minutes to end it.
Yeah, come on.
All right,
stay in, OC. Give you a final word.
You first.
All right, cool. So look, I'll start first if y'all don't mind, man. Look, the Cowboys are in prime position to dominate their schedule and to dominate the league and to get to the NFC Championship game. All we got to do is believe and continue to push the movement forward by your support. Follow all the channels, Law Nation, Big Game James, Boss Cowboy Sports, man. Follow us and trust me, we are the team that is going to lead you on this podcast nation to the promised land. You guys stay with us. Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in NFC, a top 4 quarterback in the league. We got the number 1 defense in the NFL. What more can you ask for? So I'm telling you guys, everybody that has to play us is going to get a rude awakening because we are about that life, Law. You know what I'm talking about. Hit the button for me, please.
The button.
We about that life.
Oh, I thought you
Yes, sir. That's my time.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
I thought you were talking about this button.
The OC.
Yes, sir. No emotions, no friends, no loyalty.
Straight business.
Straight.
OC was like the straight business. I got to get out of here. All right, dog.
See,
Salute, bro. She like straight business, man. Appreciate it. All right, I'll get my final word, man. Exciting times, man. Like, I suggest we all go out, just, because I sometimes think to myself, what if I was able to document the whole entire time before we actually won that thing in the 90s? You know? We got the privilege of doing that. We got the privilege of time stamping these moments, man. Every one of these moments, and it's a privilege that we get to do this together. You know, I'm good friends with Law. I'm good friends, obviously, with the OC. I've been knowing him since college, man. Real good friends with Big. Like, these are my boys, man. Like, for real. I done grew major, like, relationship with these dudes, and I like it. And I like the fact that we all on this journey together. Don't take for granted what the OC said when he said that this is the group that's going to help lead us to the promised land, because this group has showed that we willing to sometimes stand alone for what's right. We've shown that plenty of times, like right up in here. Our debates are real. We not faking about that. Nobody's scared to go at each other for what's best, but we also humble enough to say when we was wrong. That's why I feel like we got the temperament to really put ideas out there to help us win championships, and we go keep doing that. That's my final word.
Let's go, man! Let's go!
I love it. I mean, Law can play that damn thing like he was playing damn. He play that like all day, all night. I'll roll with it. My final word is this. You know, it's man, I'm just so excited. But the thing I'm excited about is that I feel like this is the players' team. Mike McCarthy is responsible. He's being mature. That's what we keep. That's the word I keep coming back. OC's been talking about it. I've been talking about it. We've been talking about it. We talked about it before. We are doing mature, responsible football. When you do that, you win games. And that's what I love about our team. But not just that, Mike is letting the players run this. He's like, this is your team. Run it. I'm just going to lead it, but I want y'all to run it. And players like that. I don't know about y'all. Y'all, I ain't talking about y'all, but them. But I know Lawden played. I know Boston played. And I know y'all like when that coach, y'all really trust him, but then he really trusts you. And when y'all both trust each other, that becomes magic. And I think that's what we're about to see with these Cowboys. And like Boss said, we can stick our chests out now. Because we don't got Kellen Moore. We don't got Jason Garrett. And we don't got Scott Linehan. So stick your damn chest out about your team. So when you walking around wherever you at, and they like, them Cowboys say, no, your team, my team is great. Don't say nothing about my squad. We about to run through you. Who's your team? We about to smash you. Okay. Because when we was at the corner store, I was with my son, and I was talking about Cowboys, and this dude came out of nowhere. Cowboys, they're going to get beat. I said, who your team? He said, the Jets. Man, we going to smash y'all. Okay. You know what? I go to that corner store again. Don't let me see you, because I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to talk to you when I see you. I'll let you know that the Cowboys are for real. I'm excited. Just say let's go, and I'm done. Just play it again.
I got you right here, bro. I got you right here. Yes, indeed. I got you, bro.
Let's go, man! Let's go!
No doubt.
Dog, I love that. I love that motherfucker. Micah Parsons is an animal.
Prepare for glory!
So a lot of times people, when they look back at this and they say, hey, you know, we can't talk about our team in a glowing way because they remind us of our past, right? They keep saying, oh, it's been 27 years. Oh, man, y'all just wait for the playoff. They continue to move the goalposts on us. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when we do it, right? So I just say this, continue to spit your noise. Let's go. Exactly what Big Game James said. Because I'm seeing Micah Parsons, even though we kind of like 50-50 with his podcast with Bleacher Report, shout out to him. But he's calling out people. When Breece Hall said, hey, man, I only touched the ball 4 times, Parsons said, hey, don't act like if you'd have touched the ball more, you would have got more yards now. Off front shut your front down. You know what I'm saying? And I said, man, that's a lion right there. That's a dog mentality because we didn't have that in the past. You know, we would fold up like a wallet and never go back and forth with anybody. But now, hey, we got a dog over here.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
So also when somebody else tried to take Micah Parsons' name, my name is my name. You know, that's what Marlo said on the wire. That's my name. You can't have that name. And that was Cheetah. He said, you got to stick with the cheetah. No, you may be a cub, but I'm the lion over here. That's what I'm talking about. And hey, I was sitting there like, yeah, let that Micah Parsons cook. You know, that brother right there is going to be the one to say, hey, y'all think y'all going to be playing football over here? No, Pelican Bay is where I'm going to have y'all playing football. Shoot program. So that's the mindset that he exhibit over here, and I don't like it at all. I love it. So that's what Parsons is bringing to the table, and it's contagious because now you even hear in an interview that J-Rock cursed for those who don't know. He said, hey, if these quarterbacks like to try to run it, that's okay. We're going to treat them like a running back. We're going to lower the shoulder. We're going to give them the pain. You know, like Tupac said, it's like pleasure and pain. We stuck in this game. Holler my name. We all going to die. We bleed through similar veins. That's what J-Rock is bringing to the table. Woo! So that is contagious. D-Law, the first hit, he set the tone against the Jets. He came through there busting through, and he said, you going to put a tight end on me? On me, you gonna put a tight end over me? Yeah. And look what he did. And they stopped all of that. So the Cowboys, hey, what's it? Carpe Omnia, cease everything. Oh, I want y'all to have that Big D energy all through the week, Pauls, versus the Arizona. I want us to take over. I want us to deliver the boom, and we're gonna have that ready for everyone. Hey, we're going to seize everything. So I want us to bring it to Arizona. I want us to blow out that stadium, just like they said in 300.
And we travel good out there.
No, we travel good. You know, he said the arrows will blat out the sky. You know, and he said, well, we going to fight in the dark.
Hey, we came on a mission. It's captured or killed.
Let me go one more drop over here.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight.
We're going to fight to the death of it. Cowboy, DC for life, not for short. Let's go. That's 3, 2, 1,
drop it. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Hey, y'all. Y'all know it's real when Zach Martin's on Twitter talking all the damn time.
Oh, no, for real?
Yeah. Let's go, man.
He believes. Zach Martin believes. Zach Martin is all up on Twitter now talking. You see him on the sounds of the sideline.
Oh, I got to watch that one today.
Go watch it. Zach Martin is talking like no other dog, and I mean, maybe he talked before, but I never seen him on Zach Martin. I never seen him active on his Twitter. He's active on his Twitter. He's talking trash. He believes, and that's a big difference out there.
Yoga, play. Let's go. Yoga, fire. Yoga, play.
Me
and Law hit them buzz at the same time. I'm telling you, man. That boy Big told me, man, when we first started to fight the world, he say, man, we like Golden State when Durant first got there. We got the talent, but we got to learn how to flow together. You can't say we don't flow together now, bro. I swear to God, man. But Big told me, he said, man, we gonna know when that bounce pass is coming. I ain't gonna never forget that.
Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.